Well, I wasn't expecting to make this video. I had completely forgotten about this person until I just saw one of their posts on my subscriptions feed and on YouTube, obviously. Um, if you do not know, I am horribly depressed. I think that's something that's pretty obvious in all my videos. Recently, it's been worse. Um, I was on YouTube. It's about 12:54 a.m. right now. So I really wasn't expecting to make a YouTube video today, but well, that's how we're starting the new day. Um, so there's this person named Ribs on Roblox, okay? And I used to really like their content, it made me chuckle a bit. It was relatable, it was funny. And then they stopped posting, and I just kind of forgot about them. And I'm on my subscriptions feed. I'm feeling good, and I see die all of you. And at first I'm like, oh hey, this is a funny joke because the people I'm subscribed to are normally that kind of humor. It's my sense of humor. I can go like die all of you and stuff. And I'm joking, and it's just a lot of people I'm subscribed to, and they always mean a joking way. It's like an Albert thing. So I thought it's like flamingo humor and shit. And I realized it was from Ribs, and it's like, oh, hey, this person exists. I wonder what they're doing. So I realized I haven't posted in 11 months, and I'm like, oh, hey, that's weird. They haven't posted in 11 months, and 7 hours ago. Well, at the time of I saw it, it was 6 hours ago. 7 hours ago, like die all of you. It's like, oh, that's one hell of a hello. So I'm looking through the community tab, and I see, oh, I hope all YouTubers rot in hell. And hey guys, guess what? Kill yourself. Die. I hate you. I hate everyone. You deserve it. Um, so after doing a little more digging on this, I haven't done as much digging as I normally would when it comes to doing like a video like this on people. Um, but I did do some digging, and I found out they've been going through a hard time recently. I'm not going to get into what that stuff is, and personally, because I don't fully understand it. I haven't done as much digging as I normally would, and I don't think I will do as much digging as I normally would. Granted, this is probably just a one-off thing. I'm probably not going to continue this. I just wanted to talk about the behavior here because, like I'd already mentioned in the beginning of this video, I myself am pretty fucking horribly depressed all the time. And when I'm having horrible depressive episodes like I've been having recently, I'm not posting on my community tab, die, I hope all of you die and stuff, because that's not something you do to your audience when you're going through a rough time. No amount of whatever you're going through will ever excuse that kind of behavior, especially when there are people with legit mental illnesses and stuff out there who could be in your fan base, and, they could be going through a rough time with that at that point, and you just, imagine one of your favorite YouTubers goes on a break for a long time, and, you go to your, subscriptions feed or something, and you see, die all of you, and you see, I hope all of your YouTubers rot in hell, or, hey guys, guess what, kill yourself, like, die, I hate you, I hate everyone, you deserve it, someone with, really severe depression could see that and be like, my favorite YouTuber wants me to die, and I want to die, so why not go kill myself, Which is, this behavior is completely unexcusable. I know that Ribs is going through a lot right now, but no matter how much you are going through, telling other people to die and that they deserve to die will never be acceptable by any means. And me personally, at least I know that goddamn boundary. See, when I'm having a complete mental breakdown, I'm not strangling my close friends, telling them to go kill themselves and do a flip while they're at it, Because that just isn't something you do. That's kind of an unspoken rule when it comes to depression and when you're going through a rough time. But then there are some people out there who go through very rough times, and I definitely have sympathy for them when they go through these horrible times because, you're emotionally vulnerable and you're upset and, you're acting on impulse and emotions and, the whole thing is a horrible mess. But even then, it's not an excuse to be telling your fan base that you've, haven't talked to or interacted with in 11 months to go die. And I just found out about all this. It's been going on for at least 10 days. Unfortunately, when I went to go check the group wall, everything was gone. I can actually show you the community post right now. I have my other phone on me. So if my phone would be very nice here, you can see that, I'm sorry, this phone's camera really sucks. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to something or just change my channel. But as you can see, um, I hope you can see it at least. Looking in the camera right now, it's like white neon light. It's my fault for doing a dark mode on here. But as you can see, it's ribs. Okay, now it's focusing. It's ribs. You know, the person who made all those goofy little things. And, you know, 7 hours ago, die all of you. 10 days ago, I hope all YouTubers rot in hell. Hey guys, guess what? You know, that 11 days ago. So just a huge personality change here. And, you know, I don't want to get into the stuff they're going through because, again, I'm not ribs. You know, I'll never fully understand what they're going through, but I understand the emotions that come with it. Like, I understand acting on impulse and acting out of, like, emotion and stuff. But even then, like, you know, I'm not running around telling my audience to die and stuff. And, again, no amount of anything will ever excuse that. Because even if you are depressed yourself, you should still be, taking other people into consideration. And before, telling everyone to die, maybe you should go, hey, maybe I also have some really depressed, suicidal people in my community here. And maybe it's best for me and them that, to not post this because someone could be very weak mentally right now and they could see this and I could have their blood on my hands. And, most people don't want their fans' blood on their hands, at least not sane people. And yes, I understand they're going through a lot, but when I myself am going through a lot, and when most other people are going through a lot, we're not going onto our community posts telling all of our fans to die, I have never once in the history of my YouTube channel have gone on video, like, while I was, like, sobbing and shaking and stuff, and told you guys to die. So it just drives me insane when there are people who will, have a very loyal, sweet fan base, and then out of the blue will randomly start telling them to die. And that is just something that will never be excusable in my opinion, because those are actual other people. They aren't just fucking NPCs that you can, say horrible things to and they'll be fine about it, And the worst part is there are people apologizing to her about, for absolutely no reason. Meanwhile, she's just being an absolute toxic piece of shit to them, No amount of no amount of, like, trauma or sadness will ever be able to fucking excuse this kind of behavior because, these are actual people you are telling to go die. This isn't, again, they're not NPCs. Like, with an NPC, like an actual video game NPC, you go up to them, you tell them to die, and they're not, it's not going to affect them in any way because, it is like an actual video game NPC. The people on the other side of the screen are real people with real emotions and real feelings. So you should not be, going onto your community tab telling people to go die because, that isn't a good thing, obviously. So I really wasn't expecting to make this video, and I'm ashamed that I'm not ashamed that I am making the video, but I'm ashamed that I feel like I have to make the video because I don't know why I have to go on video and, legit say that, guys, telling people to kill themselves isn't okay because that is basic shit that we learned from the time we were like fetuses, okay? It would never be, I'm sorry if I'm sniffling a lot, my allergies have been acting up. It's never been socially acceptable and never will be socially acceptable to tell people to go die. That is something everyone has learned. And I'm terribly sorry if you haven't learned it, but this is your wake-up call that you do not, run around telling people to die because, again, that is not socially acceptable and that is not something that society likes very much. Because, again, people on the other side of the screen are actual human beings, unless they are one of those weird comment bots on YouTube, with actual feelings and actual emotions, and, they could have various mental illnesses, various disorders, depression, they could, it's a whole range of anything that could make you suicidal in any way, shape, or form, and, I understand the pain of having a favorite YouTuber of yours or someone you really looked up to, just randomly out of the blue just start telling everyone to die, that's just not, like, acceptable. I know I'm repeating myself here, but again, I'm really trying to like drill this into people's heads. It's not acceptable. I don't understand why some people think it is, because I get it, acting out of impulse, but it's like this stuff makes me sad. Like really sad. It's like, I didn't get hacked. Can you stop making stuff up? I hate it. Just be quiet, It's like, just maybe don't be posting right now, Because this isn't helping okay, think about it. This isn't helping your mental health in any way, shape, or form. And if you are refusing to talk to a therapist or anything, just your community is not your therapist. Like, most of your community are not trained as professional therapists. They are not sitting here in an armchair with their notepads out going, so how did that make you feel? Remember, a lot of the Roblox community are young kids. They're not people who have, grown up and gone to college and gotten like a degree in psychology. They are not professional therapists. If you are truly going through something horrible and you feel a need to tell everyone around you to die, you should go seek professional help. Even if, Rib's in this situation, she doesn't want to seek professional help, but because she doesn't, like, not even if she was seeking professional help, she still shouldn't be doing this, but she shouldn't be out here, talking about, hoping all her fans die and how every other YouTuber's rot in hell and stuff. It's, again, it's not acceptable behavior, and it just baffles me that, people think it's okay. And I get it. She is going through a lot right now. I'm empathetic towards that. But I have truly lost all respect for someone, no matter how much they're going through. It will never be okay, in my opinion, to tell people to die and blame all your issues on random people who you've never interacted with in your life. Because your fans, I'm not even a fan anymore. I don't think I can be your fan anymore after this. But your fans are not responsible for the shit that's happening in your life. And that's something I've seen a lot of influencers and a lot of YouTubers of various sorts say. It's like they always act like their fans are the reason their personal life is going to shit. Like, maybe your personal life is only going to shit because you're letting it go to shit. Or maybe just unforeseen circumstances happen that made things go to shit. It was never your fans' fault. So you do not tell your fans that it's, that they deserve to die because you're going through a rough time. Because no, it is not our fault. Okay? But yeah, I didn't expect to be making this video, especially not 1 a.m. as it is right now. But yeah, it's a huge drastic personality change from a YouTuber here, which is just lovely. I was totally happy after having a horribly rough day today, especially due to all my depression and shit. To go into my subscriptions feed and see die all of you, and I hope all YouTubers rot in hell, which I am technically considered a YouTuber, I guess. So okay, and, being told I deserve to die, that's not something I really wanted to see today. So, yeah, it's just great behavior, Ribs. You're really killing it.